Hello and welcome to the Nonsense Chronicles. This is Doug Sastry and joined many states away by
Rob Mendiola.
greetings, buddy.
So you are in what state now?
I am in Washington.
Okay.
Yeah, I am. I'm here for one night. I met up with some people earlier today, and also met up with. I met up with some friends that are here just from Houston, actually, which is funny. I won't go in. Actually, they live in the Beaumont area, and I won't stop in 5 minutes off the road to go see them there. But apparently, I'll drive 2,500 miles to go see them. So,
well, Beaumont's the other way.
No, yeah,
east.
That's right.
It was east, and you were going west. So, yeah,
far west. Yeah. I What, have you gotten a drop of rain yet in Houston?
I was on the road yesterday, and yeah, there was some rain in Cypress. I don't think we got anything here, where I'm at in Waller. But yeah, Cypress had a pretty good downpour. Nothing, I think, that's gonna correct the whole drought bit going on right now. We're all under burn ban effects.
It was a good deal that we didn't. I mean, typically in Houston area, if we get rain in May and June, it's good because we could, we were able to stave off the 100-degree days.
Yeah.
And we did. That was great. But then after all that, it hadn't rained since. And it's not extremely hot, but it's just not, no rain.
Yeah. Well, like in your area here, back here home, that the dry weather can cause some really bad devastation with fire.
I can't. Well, guess what?
Just like they know in California.
Yeah, they know that out here too. Yeah. I drove up past about 3 or 4 fires. I really didn't see anything from it, but yeah, they were on the map. In fact, there was a sign out that said whatever fire in the area, and give way to emergency vehicles. So,
yeah, good idea.
Yeah. I did see a plane that I kind of questioned. Is this like a ranger station plane where they go and they dump the water? I was kind of curious because it looked kind of like that, but I wasn't positive. That was just a wild guess. But we talked about last time that before we took that ceremonial second break off, second week ever off in our podcast, ever.
Yep.
And I was going to go on my way west. I was going to stop in one night at the Balloon Fiesta in Albuquerque, and guess what? They had a tropical system came up from the Pacific coast in Mexico, and rain and wind destroyed that the last weekend. And they won't fly those balloons.
You can't
with barely any winds.
Yeah.
I mean.
Well, you literally
I don't care if it's risky. I want to see it.
Yeah. That's a whole different show.
Yeah, it definitely is. I think they just flamed up the balloons, but they didn't lift them on that weekend, man. I was like, man, this bites because I had really wanted to see that. I saw some great pictures from friends that were there.
Yeah.
And the week before, and it was the killjoy, but there was plenty else left to do,
and no one died.
No one died, thankfully. Yeah.
Well, there anyways.
I got not that I know of. I got to go to I went to the Rainbow Bar and Grill.
Oh yeah, cool.
And I got to go up to the Vampires Lounge upstairs. Somebody took me to, which nobody's up there now. And all the old days, all the guys, that used to stop in there and signed all this stuff. It was really cool to see.
That's cool.
Plus, they got pictures galore.
Yeah,
but apparently the same. Go ahead.
No, I was saying I'm sure there's a lot of memorabilia there from past.
Oh God, yes. Yeah, and I didn't realize it, but apparently the same guy that owns that also owns the whiskey. And Yeah, so walked right over to the whiskey, and the Roxy's right there too, and went to the whiskey and saw Scotty Austin perform that night.
Oh, nice.
And you know what the funny thing about that night is? I met a bunch of different people in film and music that night. But the funniest thing about that was I
What's that?
also met a band from Vacherie, Louisiana,
Oh, wow.
which is which
Yeah.
is down the river and down the swamp, as we would say in Louisiana.
Yeah.
And then also met a band from Houston,
Oh, wow. What are the odds, right?
and it was, huh?
I said, what are the odds of that?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, wait a minute, you're from Houston? I don't think I've ever seen y'all before. And it was a band.
What
I
was
got
the
the
name
name
of
of
them?
it. I'll have to talk. I know. See, look, I'm brain dead right now. But I
Oh,
did
man.
post a picture of me, the guy, and I tagged him in his
Okay.
band. So it's on Instagram. So
All right.
at Doug Sashery. But yeah, it was interesting seeing somebody from there.
Yeah.
And but no, it was a great night. Like I said, a lot of history, and had a really good time. Jason White from Tulsa Homicide and the
First 48.
First 48 on TV.
Yep.
Yep, he was in Los Angeles at a conference giving some speeches, and he came and joined me, and we had a fantastic time. And I stayed over at his place.
Oh, very
So
cool.
yeah, we were in Laurel Canyon, and man, there's so much history in and out of that area, man. And we soaked up as much as we possibly could, and then bailed out of there. Went to California coast a little bit, as usual with me, I'm chasing the dragon, so to speak, when it comes to cold plunges.
Yeah.
And I found a really nice place there. And there was
I heard chasing the
there's
dragon
also
means heroin, right?
it's usually a drug
Okay.
reference, but
But you're not
but in
chasing
this
heroin.
case it's referring to finding places that have good cold plunges.
Oh, good.
And cold plunge therapy, which we've talked about on our podcast before.
Yeah.
And I'm going to a few here. The one I went to in Ventura was great. And then the one I just went to today in Seattle called, what was it called? Float Seattle? Yeah, and they have a few locations here. Get this, instead of like everything being separate, this one you walk in your private room, you have your cold plunge tub, you have a shower if you're dirty before, or after, because they also have a sauna. So you can do like that doctor said, you can cold plunge, sauna,
Yeah.
and then cold plunge again. And it was like, a lot of those places, the plungers are like high 20s. This place was $65, but you got an hour of using everything in that thing, sauna and everything. So that was really a really good deal, which I only used a cold plunge because I didn't have time. As usual,
Yeah.
I was running and catching up with everybody in town after. I met the friends that are in from Houston actually here, and then I actually met a niece that lives here too. So caught up with everybody and brought my youngest with me up here. I picked her up at the airport in Portland last night.
Mm-hmm.
She was flying in from Houston. She lives up in Oregon. So, yeah, we did all that. So that was really nice.
Very cool.
I got to head home. I got to head home by Tuesday probably or so. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So
And,
everything's on schedule.
On schedule, man.
Very cool.
I'm making some things at Tony Sasser's. We're getting ready for a new product launch and getting some of those pieces on this trip into play. And everybody will see a little bit more of that around the 25th or so of the month.
Okay.
And like I said, I got to run with Scotty and them a couple times. One night because I had to take care of business in Southern California, and Scotty and them were up in Chico. I I got to the place they were playing. I pulled into the parking lot. It's a nice sized venue, but I pull in and there's a door open, and I can hear Okay, we got one last song for you. Yep,
Oh
I
no!
got there for the last song.
Wow.
That's how late I was running that night,
Yeah.
and but I made it up. Yeah, so that was
Barely.
fun. They went, yeah, they went down after they left Washington. They came up and went to Everett and played after I had seen them a couple times. They went up to
Mm-hmm.
Everett and played north of Seattle, and then they headed down there. I think they're in Salt Lake right now, and they went and jumped in a river in Washington on the way, and that's a
That's a
that's a
cold plunge.
authentic cold plunge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And they
It
didn't
very much
and they
is.
didn't
Like
have to
any,
spend $65.
no, they didn't have to spend a dime on it, man. Yeah. No, they definitely did that. They
Yeah.
told me they were going to do it. Scotty said they were going to try and find it. They usually do. When I've been out with them a couple times out
Yeah.
west, they've done that. So it's a smart way to go, man. Get back
Yeah.
home and maybe by next weekend, and then have a couple weeks around home, Houston area, and then
Yeah.
back to the Midwest for one big trip for us finish out the year.
Nice.
Yeah, and lined up a few people that we're going to have on the podcast, which I know you'll like this when I tell you who. So,
Cool.
but yeah, we'll get it done. Anything else of any great importance going on?
Not here, man. Not at all. Not that I know of. I've had an
Well, that's
easy week.
good.
I've been off
Oh,
all week, so it was nice. It was weird, but nice.
well, I do have to say, without any pro or for or against, just observing. Uh, I did notice one No Kings rally
Oh,
walked up on in Oregon.
interesting.
It was no big deal. But
Yeah,
I did have somebody. Go ahead.
I didn't see anything around here like that. So I think the
Yeah,
media
and
might be
somebody
blowing it
told.
out a proportion,
Well, I
surprisingly.
imagine there was something in Seattle. I would have liked to go into. There's a market here in Seattle
Yeah.
where they have seafood and everything like that. It's all the fresh fish and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And my niece said it was a little bit active right now. We might want to stay out of that one today, so we did stay out of that. But I was too busy elsewhere, so gonna try it tomorrow towards heading towards home. Gonna try and see the weather is a little bit too rainy and cloudy today. We're gonna try and see the north face of Mount St. Helens tomorrow, where it blew out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
How close you going to
try and
get
get a
to
little
it?
bit of. Uh, well, I mean, this time of year you have to take advantage. Like all this rain that came in from here, like when I was in Southern California and here. Well, when it hits the mountains, it turns into snow.
Yeah.
So you can only, yeah, they close the roads so far up
Yeah.
after a while. Like Everest, you can't go up to that right now, and
Yeah. Some of the pictures you took were quite a distance, so I didn't know how
oh
close
yeah,
you plan
like
on
well,
getting to
yeah,
some of
that
the.
yeah, like that was like Mount Shasta. That was
Yeah.
just driving through, and that was a further picture. I didn't stop because I was in a big hurry to get to Eugene, Oregon,
Mm-hmm.
to meet up with somebody. And yeah, no, I didn't get, but I'll get some. I'll get some good stuff tomorrow,
Mm.
and we'll put it out there. But I'm looking forward to getting home and getting everybody a good podcast with some good information. We'll
Yeah.
do that soon.
Cool.
All right. You got anything else you want to share?
No, not really.
Well, you just keeping it quiet, man.
It's boring here, man. But I had guys come over today. My drummer's birthday was today, 53, Mike Slay. So we had a nice day together.
Happy birthday, Mike.
Yeah, it's always nice
Yeah,
to have your
good.
friends over and celebrate those kind of days. We
Did y'all
played.
rehearse today?
We did. Yeah, it was very very cool, very fun.
Yeah, don't y'all play November 1st or something like that?
November 1st at BFE with quite a few bands from here in Houston. Some locals.
Yeah.
It's all about the locals,
That's the same. Yeah, that's the same day the wife has a little surgery, but I'll pop in. I imagine if she's doing fine, I'll just pop in and come visit.
Cool. That sounds like fun.
We'll do it,
Yeah,
man.
it's coming up coming up
Always,
fast.
always, yeah, always support local music, man.
Local music, local venues, because they're kind of all having a tough time right now, from what I hear. They're kind of struggling. Everybody's struggling.
Yeah, that's a hard business, dude.
Yeah, I think it's getting harder and harder every year, it seems like.
Yeah, you know what? I'm really thankful because they do provide us with a lot of good entertainment. And,
Yeah,
compared to the bigger venues where, when you get Ticketmaster and all that involved and the prices of those go,
yeah,
you can go and see some great local bands and you don't have to
yeah,
just go see covers, go see original, but you can go see covers too.
yeah,
You can go and do all of that stuff. Plus, like I said, we've said before, if you go see an original band, chances are they're going to throw at least a couple covers on you anyhow.
yeah.
So,
The big draws here are
but,
the tribute bands. You know,
oh yeah, very much so.
they're the big draw around here. So I think everybody's trying to always load up the venue with a nice tribute band, but they do pretty well.
Yeah.
So, but
No, they do very well.
I
Yeah.
think obviously we can all play music at home, but it's always just so much better when you're around people like you and people that enjoy it. Live music.
Yeah, no, I think all the friends, even the ones that don't play as much, they still like just picking up and having a chance to get out locally and go play
Yeah.
still. So,
Yep.
yeah, we'll do that. That's all we have to really say this much. It's just a short and
Yeah.
quick one and
Well,
road trip interrupted, but we'll get busy when I get back home and we'll put a bunch of the stuff in the can before I leave.
be sure to make sure your vehicle's in good shape and your tires are all inflated correctly and
Oh,
fluids are all topped off.
yes, sir.
Keep
That's
your
a must.
eyes on the road, hands on the wheel. Isn't there a song like
Yes,
that?
sir. Something like that.
Yeah.
We'll be eastbound and down.
There you go. All right, man. Well, cool. I'm glad you're having
Yep.
fun out there.
Yeah, I am, man. I'm
You,
staying busy.
you're definitely clocking some miles.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. So it's all worth it, man. Like I said, and I'm
Yeah.
loving every bit of it, man.
I
A little
bet.
business, a little see something. Yeah. So it's a good mix.
I'm off
So everybody,
that first week after the first. I'm going to be off for a few days. I
really?
might take a road trip. Just do something crazy.
Now that'd be something to talk about.
Yeah. I may do it.
All right.
May go down.
Any ideas where?
Maybe New Mexico, maybe Big Bend.
I was gonna say, what about Big Bend, man?
Yeah.
Big Bend's a great place.
Yeah. Actually, I went and got the tires for the camper. I'm putting on some more aggressive
Look at you.
off-road tires on it.
Look at you. Yeah, dude. Let me tell you that there's a national park pass, everybody. Because I've been doing all these hikes.
Yeah.
There's a national park pass you can go. And I think this is something that I might be wrong, but I'm guessing. I think it's 50 something a year.
Oh wow.
I want to say it's cheap like that.
Yeah.
And it's really fantastic. And national parks are fantastic.
Yeah.
You should try and get out in them as much as you can. They're talking about doing some cuts and cutting back some of the ranges and stuff, which I hate to see because that's another form of entertainment and enjoyment that you can use that's there for us. And it's parts of our country that they have preserved and not allowed, these developers and everything to get on, and you can just go out and enjoy nature.
Enjoy the history of them as well.
Yeah, but Big Bend is something fantastic, man.
Yeah.
So I've never been.
I've only seen half of it, so I haven't seen the other half. So,
and guess what? There's also an observatory down there.
Yeah, we've been to that. Yeah.
See, I haven't been to that either.
Now, Spring had trouble breathing there last time. I did not, but now I would probably have more trouble. So
yeah, you see, that's the thing. Yeah. So I'm wondering how much the altitude hadn't affected me yet on this trip. I don't know if it's because of the nasal surgery, but it's good.
That's good.
But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
Yep.
But that's it. That's all we got this week, people. Please like and subscribe, and we'll bring you some more soon.
You bet.
It's the Nonsense Chronicles, and we are out of here.
Later.